Today's featured motorcycle is this classic 1968 Norton Atlas 750cc. This bike came to the collection in a bunch of pieces. I got the opportunity to go and pick a local collector's hoard of parts that he had been collecting, hoarding, hiding for 20, 30, 40 years. Very unique individual. It took about 6 months to get the opportunity to go to his place and look around. And at the time I had no Nortons in the collection. All I knew is he had some old British bikes. And when I got there, it was the beginning of an incredible experience. Let's put it that way. I rebuilt this bike from the ground up, got the motor rebuilt, got the transmission rebuilt, but what I wanted to do with this one was make it look like it had just come out of a barn. So the only thing I got painted was the gas tank, battery box, and that's it. Everything else is original paint, original chrome. That's what I wanted. That was the look I was going for, and I'm happy it came out the way it did. This is where we start, was the words that this individual, Kevin, told me as I first met him, that we were going to start pulling parts out of the roof of his house. Believe it or not, we had pulled out multiple motors, transmission, frames, wheels, 6 truckloads of parts, including a lot of British bikes, Nortons. There was 12 Norton motors, chassis. There were some Japanese parts. There were some Harley parts. There was Harley springers. I mean, it was an incredible experience to be able to do this. A Servy car rear end. There was just parts everywhere. He had sheds. He had them in his attic. He had them in, a spare room. There was parts everywhere. It was so much fun. So I ended up taking all this stuff, kind of figuring out what am I going to do with it. And one night we just started putting the Norton together. All the pieces, kind of figured out what they look like, and assembled a Norton from just a bare frame. So that's the tank we used. There was motors everywhere. This is where it began the build on my 1940 Norton 16H, because I found a motor there also. I ended up selling off a few projects because I didn't need that many Nortons, but what an experience. It was so much fun. So many different unique parts, Norton Atlas, Norton G15, matchless G15, 16H parts, just an assortment of stuff that he had collected for many, many years. Some really rare stuff too. There was a 32 Ariel square 4 parts in there, sloper motor, you name it. It was really incredible. So I ended up rebuilding the motor, rebuilding the tranny, all new wiring, new tires, new cables. Went through everything. Just made it look like it had just come out of a barn. That was the whole purpose. The whole point was just to make sure that it wasn't all fully restored. That wasn't the look I was going for on this bike. These are pretty famous bikes from the 60s. It's Norton rolled holder forks, featherbed frame, very desirable bikes in the 60s. These handle exceptionally well, and it is a fun bike to ride. Just takes a bit of getting used to with the right foot shift, left foot brake. All original components in original paint, original chrome, except for the tank and the battery box. Original emblems, original gauges, headlight, front and rear fenders, exhaust, everything. Kickstart only, 750cc. Right foot shift, left foot brake.
British bike, I can actually go down the highway at the highway speeds that I've ever owned and insured. Everything else has been small. This one's been so. Looking forward to this today. Blew a head gasket on the way home. That's life with old bikes.